In 2024, actor Val Kilmer, best known for his role in Top Gun, got his voice back after cancer took it. That same year, thousands of people lost millions to scammers who cloned their family members' voices to ask for money. Hard to believe, right? The same technology that restored one man's voice destroyed the lives of thousands of others. That's the reality of voice cloning today, and if you are building anything with AI right now, you must understand both sides of it. In this video, we'll break down how AI voice cloning works and where the market is heading. But before we get into the opportunity, let's first understand what we are dealing with. The fraud story comes first. Scammers need 3 seconds of voice samples from social media, YouTube or WhatsApp voice notes. They clone the voice, then call family members pretending to be in an emergency and ask for money. On the other side of this, Val Kilmer got his voice back using the same technology. The AI reconstructed his voice from old recordings after cancer took it. It's the same tool but two completely different outcomes. And to understand why, you need to understand how quickly this technology has evolved. Across my 18 years of building AI products and working with enterprise teams, voice was the one thing we never had to think about. The product lived on a screen. Now AI agents need to speak, respond, and sound human. And that changes everything about how you build. Before we get into the story, let's understand how AI voice cloning actually works. A couple of years ago, you needed at least 30 seconds of clean audio to clone a voice convincingly. Then Coqui AI built a free alternative, Coqui XTTS V2, which brought down that time to 6 seconds. Alibaba's team went a step further and built Qwen 3 TTS. It supported 17 languages and did the same task in 3 seconds. Even though Coqui AI shut down in December 2025, the code was immediately forked and the community kept building. This speed is exactly why the market around AI voice cloning exploded the way it did. Let's look at the numbers. Most of us have used ElevenLabs at least once for a voiceover. But did you know that it went from $3.3 billion valuation to $11 billion in under a year? And this is just one company. This kind of growth doesn't happen unless the market is real and enterprises are already paying for it. Now the real question is, where do you fit in all of this? Where founders are actually making money? Number one, cheaper narration. Right now, creators and publishers are paying over $5,000 for professional voice narration. If your voice cloning tool can deliver similar quality for under $500, you are solving a real problem for a large segment of creators who simply cannot afford traditional production. Number two, multilingual publishing. Companies selling digital products want to reach non-English markets, but recording demos in multiple languages using real voice actors is slow and expensive. A founder who builds a localization tool on top of voice cloning would solve a real budget and speed problem for thousands of SaaS and media companies. Number three, customer service. Most companies still rely on outdated IVR systems that force customers to press 1, 2, and 3 for basic queries, and then no customers hate it. AI voice agents can replace this by sounding human, handling queries end-to-end, and operating 24/7 without breaks. Number four, gaming industry. A single RPG game can have thousands of characters, each needing a unique voice, which most indie studios cannot afford. With AI voice cloning, you can record one voice actor, generate multiple character voices, and localize them across different languages at a fraction of the cost. Number five, voice restoration. Just like Val Kilmer, other ALS patients, throat cancer survivors, and people who stutter can get their voice back with voice cloning software. You record your voice while you still have it, and the AI preserves it so you can keep communicating with your family, your team, and the world even after you physically lose it. The market for this is huge and almost no one is building it. OpenAI has kept a big gap in the market. In late March 2024, they announced Voice Engine, a tool that needed only 15 seconds of audio and sounded remarkably human. They had already priced it, trademarked it, and planned an API release for March 7, 2024. Then they pulled back at the last minute. As of early 2025, it is still in a limited preview with fewer than 10 developers and no public launch date. That gap has been open for over a year. Founders building responsibly in this space right now have the opportunity to move without going head to head with the biggest lab in the world. But before you build, there is still a side of this you cannot afford to ignore. Now, before we talk about building, we need to discuss the legal side of this because this is the part most people skip and then regret. The laws around voice cloning are not settled yet, and the government across the world are moving faster than you can think. There are 5 things you need to know before you ship anything. So let's go through them one by one. Advice number 1. Understand that the law is already here. The EU AI Act classifies voice cloning as high risk, which means every time your product generates a synthetic voice, you are legally required to disclose it. The US passed the No Fakes Act, which gives every person legal rights over their own voice for their lifetime. Denmark went even further in June 2025 and made your voice legally copyrighted by default. I have watched teams treat regulation as something they will figure out later, and most of them paid for that decision heavily. Advice number 2. Get explicit consent before cloning anyone's voice. To clone a voice, you need clear, documented permission from the person whose voice you are using. Platforms that skip this step lost enterprise clients and partnerships overnight, and recovering from that kind of damages take a very long time. Advice number 3. Watermark every audio clip your product generates. In most markets, watermarking AI-generated audio is becoming a legal requirement, not a choice. Build this in from day one because teams that added it after launch ended up with broken implementations that enterprise clients flagged immediately during due diligence. Advice number 4. Build misuse detection into the product itself. Your product needs a way to detect when it is being misused, and that detection has to live inside the platform, not in the terms of service document that nobody will read. Companies that build both generation and detection into their core product are the ones enterprise clients actually trust. Advice number 5. Define clearly what your platform will not support. Before you launch, decide which use case your product will not allow. Whether that is political content, emergency services, financial calls, or identity impersonation. Having a clear and public use policy is one of the strongest trust signals you can send to enterprise buyers. And it also gives you a defensible position when someone tries to misuse your platform. The opportunity is massive, but you have to be careful and abide by all the regulations. Getting the legal side right is one thing, but building a product that people actually trust is a different challenge. And in voice cloning, trust is everything. I have seen teams build genuinely good technology and still lose enterprise deals because their product had no clear accountability layer. So if you are serious about building in this space, here are 4 things you need to have in place before you ship anything. Number 1, voice cloning model with watermark. Pick a voice cloning model that has watermarking built in. I've seen too many teams try to add this after launch and it never works the way it should. Second, consent flow before coding. Design your consent flow before you write a single line of code. You need a clear process for how you collect, store, and use someone's voice data because enterprise clients and regulators will ask for it. Number 3, clear use case policy. Decide upfront what your platform will not be used for. Politics, emergency services, financial calls, and identity impersonation. A clear policy is not just a legal document, it's a trust signed by enterprise buyers. Look for before signing anything. And number 4, misuse reporting for users. Make it easy for your users to report misuse directly inside the product. The faster a problem gets flagged, the faster you can deal with it before it becomes a much bigger issue. Get these things right from the day one and you become the company your clients can actually trust. Voice cloning went from becoming a mere research experiment to a billion-dollar market in a few years. While the tools are cheap and the opportunity is real, you must abide by the regulations. That space will not stay open for long. So now the real question is, are you building with voice AI now, or will you let someone else take that space? The market will look very different in 2 years. If you want to be that founder who saw it coming, subscribe. Every week, I break down the latest AI opportunities that are worth your attention. Till then, keep exploring and keep innovating. Thank you.